Cheers.
Cheers, man. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
I would love to be here.
Thanks for coming.
It's the same old thing. Nothing new here to fool me twice. I've been there and back. It's the same every time, I don't even listen to that. I keep it moving toward the vision in my head. I'll never give in to hatred, only love can heal the anger and the pain. It's never been the problem till my eyes would get up wide open just to see it's all been broken. Now I feel the need to rebuild, making the people the resource. Don't go to work for a check, no, do what you want and you'll see more. Leave all the worries and never to the light. And no more reason to anger and no more time to fight. Yeah. Can anybody out there hear my voice? Or is it drowned in the noise, stuck in the lights, nobody will ever notice?
What up, y'all? Welcome back to the Proud to Present podcast. My name is Colton, and my guest today is Ammon Ross.
It's a pleasure to be here, man.
Dude.
It's a pleasure.
Absolutely great having you, man. Killer. You reached out on the band Instagram, on the page Instagram, but then Timothy Haywood hit me up and said, you should have my boy Ammon on. And I was like,
sir. Timothy's my man, dude.
I think I got to have this guy on the show. Freaking killer.
Yeah.
Little intro on you, man. Just had an album come out this year called Outside, like a 5-song EP.
Yep, 5-song EP.
5-song EP, killer. Spotify, iTunes, wherever you get your music.
Yes.
You're on there. How long you been storing these songs? Were these like new songs off the top of your head? Where did this come from?
If it kind of feels like it's been almost a year and a half, probably about the time span of those songs. Kind of the point where I moved home from Utah. I was out there working for the summer, moved back home to Arizona, and moved into a house with a couple of friends, and that's kind of like the starting point of the EP started. It was nice because like I graduated high school about a year after that, and it's kind of my first music venture out into the real world, if that makes sense.
Right. Well, and I've seen, just from your YouTube channel, you had a buddy you were doing tunes with for a while. Freaking Ammon and Cedric.
Yes, dude. You cracked me up when you texted me that. I was like, this guy's been doing some digging.
Yeah, I do my homework. But so you got some background musically. It wasn't like this was just popped up and this was your first thing.
No.
Like you've been around the block a little bit.
Yeah, well, Ammon and Cedric was like kind of my first, I want to do music for a living almost. And it's crazy. I get laughs all the time of how much my music's changed over the years, because if you listen to Ammon and Cedric, it's like kind of more hip-hop, rap bass, and a little more like, pretty boy kind of fangirl thing.
Right.
So it was fun. I learned a ton of stuff from it, don't get me wrong. A lot of business stuff. We made a lot of connections, but kind of was heading in a different route, so I was kind of put an end to that. But I'm really grateful for the opportunity for it.
So and did you... Was that more out of your realm, or is this more out of your realm? Like, where do you feel like you kind of center musically? Did you see on the horizon kind of this is what you wanted to be?
Honestly, no, not really, man. Like I was really into making beats. Like I love producing, making beats, and I was like, hey, I can rap too. Why don't I just rap over these? And then kind of like when I moved out of my parents' house after high school, I went through a lot of self changes and finding out who I am as myself, and find out that I really wasn't me at all.
Right.
And start to like go through this music journey, and it was so fun just to kind of find out what I liked and what really felt right, just to finally ground myself in a sound that sounds like me,
Right.
So
first of all, because I have a moment here, shout out to Sarah Chapman. I got rid of the coasters because they weren't matching and it was giving me anxiety. It was past guest. She's freaking wonderful.
I'm sure she's cool.
No, and it was me. I was like, I can't put my drink on the thing because I don't have matching coasters. It's way too out there. So when because obviously you did some rapping and some stuff with that, was it weird to transition over? Like I said, was it?
No, it was natural. Like,
natural?
And honestly, because it just kind of faded right where it needed to be.
Nice.
But you heard in that kind of reggae song, I've been trying to incorporate a little more rapping into my music now.
Yeah, I could feel it. It was it was kind of a fun look back at the Cedric,
So because I was as soon as I was done with that, I was kind of like, oh, screw all that, like that's not me,
Right.
And now that I'm just having fun with it all again, it's like, why don't I try to incorporate some of that stuff into my music now? So
when you initially put the album together, it was just you. right? It sounds like you played everything, right?
Yeah.
And did you produce it as well?
Yeah, produced it, mixed it, recorded it, everything from scratch.
So
myself,
what was that like? I mean, we all think we can do that, but rarely does someone follow through and actually finish it.
It's tiring, man. One, because I'm alone in my room for hours, so like that gets a little weird sometimes.
Right.
You
Right.
know?
Especially if you're messing with sounds and stuff. You're like,
Yeah,
what is
yeah.
going
After
on
sometimes
in
I'm like,
here?
what the hell am I even doing anymore? You know?
Yeah, hell yeah.
But no, man, it was fun. It was tiring. It was just a lot of work, but it was satisfying. You know, like I complete a song. Like one song might take me a little more over a week, or sometimes because I got to write it, record it, mix it, everything like that. But so the feeling of accomplishment after that was done was really satisfying. And it's nice to have complete creative control from the mix to the writing to everything. I had my control of how I wanted to sound.
Right.
So that was really fun, man. But like I told you before, I got this new band going on. And
Yeah.
I finally started working with some other musicians and not just being alone in my room all the time now. And so that's been super awesome. Shout out to Justin and Ian and Trevor. Those guys are amazing. Got Justin right here. And so
off camera, he's right here.
Off camera, he's the guy in the corner that nobody sees.
So and how long y'all been jamming together, and will it continue to be Ammon? Do you guys think that?
So we just started. So
Ammon.
When I was finally with my EP there, you know, yeah. When I was finally finished the EP, I was kind of like, all right, well, I'm gonna need some guys to play this live. Got them all aboard, and it kind of turned into a whole project in itself. So I'm thinking now that it's just gonna be its own kind of separate project for the band.
Nice.
We're working on a name and everything right now. We're gonna hold a big release show here in about a month.
Nice.
But yeah, so I'll probably keep doing little side projects, but right now the focus is the band project and getting that thing moving because it's sounding amazing. We're super excited to
Even just hearing y'all jamming here, it was freaking killer.
Yeah,
freaking
man.
Way killer.
And so you get the electrics plugged in and the full kit.
I'm ready.
Man.
I'm ready.
You guys be ready, man. It's exciting.
Well,
man.
dude's got an Albert Hammond Jr. T-shirt on.
Yeah.
You know y'all
It's gotta
are ready
be
to
his
play.
business.
That's killer, man. I like that a lot.
Every time I go away from myself, I disappear into I don't know. Tell me now if you've been here too, even if it's pointless. Why not do what you know how? Even if you fall right back to now. Can anybody out there hear my voice? Or is it drowned in the noise, stuck in the lies nobody will ever notice? Cause every time I slip I see inside. I'm standing still but it's moving fast. I step outside just so I can see it collapse, yeah. It's the same old thing, nothing new here to fool me twice. I've been there and back. It's the same every time, I don't even listen to that. I keep it moving toward the vision in my head. I'll never give in to hatred, only love can heal the anger and the pain. It's never been the problem till my eyes would get up wide open just to see it's all been broken. Now I feel the need to rebuild, making the people the resource. Don't go to work for a check, no, do what you want and you'll see more. Move all the worries and never to the light, and no more reason to anger and no more time to fight. Yeah. Can anybody out there hear my voice? Or is it drowned in the noise, stuck in the lights nobody will ever notice? Cause every time I slip I see inside. I'm standing still but it's moving fast. I step outside just so I can see it collapse, yeah. step I see inside. I'm standing still, but it's moving fast. I step outside just so I can see it collapse. Yeah.
Cool.
So what are you doing when you're not playing music? What do you like to do?
I'm working. First of all, I work at Guitar Center. Shout out Guitar Center.
Nice.
You need any gear, come to me. I'm your man.
All right, look at that. Shout out.
Yeah, I'm working a lot. Spending time with my girlfriend, my dog, and my friends. I like to golf a lot. I was a big golfer at Mountain View High School. Shout out this.
Dude, you're gonna be
easy champ.
I keep getting golf dates out of these podcasts.
No
dude.
way. You needed a lot of golfers.
Yeah, well, yeah. Surprisingly, there's a few on here. Man.
Yeah, well, I might give you a run for your money. I'm a little rusty in the sticks, but we'll see how it goes.
If I can keep it under 100 and I can walk to my car afterwards because I've done drank too much, it's a good day on the course. So I'm with that.
But yeah, man, I like to meditate a lot. That's really important to my music and staying grounded in who I am, just because it gets kind of crazy when you're moving out there. So much stuff's moving around out there in the world now. And I think it's super important just to take a few minutes every day and just to sit down, center yourself, and breathe.
Definitely.
Because that shows, and creatively, it helps me like wonders. I hate to start a session when my mind's just bouncing off the places. So I think sitting down and breathing is like the most important thing for me to do when I'm not doing music.
Well, yeah, I was listening to this podcast the other day just talking about, it was kind of a play off of what that whole Chris Pratt thing where he talked about how everyone should pray. It was like a thing he was on some award show. I want to say it was like the VMAs or something. And everybody was talking about like that it was like this religious thing. And I'm clearly he talked with a religious background, but it's really cool because it kind of shows that whether you're praying to something or whether you're meditating or just finding that peace and that quiet to center yourself, the world moves so freaking fast. And we think we can jump from event to event to event to event, but you're not actually processing anything and you're not going into the next thing with a full head.
You're losing all that awareness of everything that's going on.
You become numb and you just try to adapt and survive. And shout out to you if it's working, but I get a lot of anxiety, and meditation really has helped me a lot.
Oh, totally, man. And like you said, whether it's religion and praying, and there's so many different ways to get to that point. I don't think it's worth it to argue about how to get there.
Right, yeah.
I think it's awesome to talk to people that find that same centerness and can share that with people. I think that's so awesome.
Well, and I've even looked into with people talking about, you know what I mean? Like, well, if I pray, should I still meditate? And my big thing is yes, because I think prayer is building a relationship with something else or with a higher
greater
being
source.
With a greater source. But meditation is really about finding yourself and giving yourself that inner peace.
Find that empowerment in myself and feeling confident. And
oh my gosh, that's money.
And
so
that's what I feel like a lot of them I don't bash on religion or anything like that, but I feel like a lot of them miss that, is that self-love that you need to remember about yourself, because you are so powerful and you can do so many things for yourself and help many people. And when you're not loving yourself, and it's hard to give love to anybody else.
Dude, that money.
Yeah.
Money.
That's
and how long have you been meditating for? You've been doing that for quite a while?
No, man, like honestly, like it comes again with moving out of my parents' house. Like as soon as I got on my feet, and it was just kind of crazy. I was, searching for ways to feel spiritual and feel good, and I just came across a lot of things on the internet and about meditation, and it drove me crazy. Like when I first figured it out, I was like, I dove into a pool of like sea of information and consciousness and just all that amazing stuff, and it was like, man, it's like my life's never been the same since I've started meditating.
Well, and it's funny for first timers meditating too, because it takes I always tell people the first time it's freaking weird.
Yeah.
Okay. Like you're sitting there like,
what am I doing?
What am I doing here? Like,
you can't expect just to sit down there and just have all these revelations and all that stuff. It takes a long time to get in that space and that zone, and I think it's the same kind of zone where people have to get to create, it's that blissful thing where you don't have any other things kind of.
Well, because when you find that true emptiness, that headspace of just freedom, I feel like it's a whole new ballgame, and it can actually be kind of terrifying sometimes. Because you realize, like, damn, the voices, the sounds, the motion, when those aren't there,
Yeah.
it's quiet out there.
It's quiet.
out
Yeah,
there.
yeah. You start to really feel yourself, and I feel like a lot of people get kind of afraid of that. Like
Yep.
they try to stray away from that.
Some
'cause they're
people
not
don't want
comfortable.
that.
Yeah.
Some
and
people
me-
don't want that.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're
me, when
like,
I get to that point,
"Okay."
I'm like, I'm gonna stay here as long as I can.
Yeah.
And it's like every hour after that, it's like I'm fighting to get back to that point. You know what I mean?
Right.
We just have so many different things that are gonna either bring us down or bring us up. It's like I'm always chasing that meditative space, man.
Hell yeah.
It's
Keep
beautiful.
that mic on.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Keep
Sorry,
that-
sorry.
No,
I'm
you're-
here, guys. I'm
You're
here.
fine. We got all excited. So who are some of your top musical influences? Who do you like?
Man, I think one of my biggest influences is probably Tame Impala. I don't know if you're familiar with that guy. Yeah, Kevin Parker.
Saw him at
Genius.
Bonnaroo a couple years ago.
You
It
did?
was
Oh
epic.
man, that would be so cool. I would love to see that guy. Other than that, I love Nirvana a lot. I love their energy. I love a lot of the old stuff like the Doobie Brothers and the Eagles, stuff like that. Led Zeppelin, of course.
Yep.
And there's a lot of newer kind of bands people are not even really paying attention to that I've been finding. Like, have you heard of the Stage Kids by
No.
chance?
Mm-mm.
They're a big influence to me. You should check them out.
Okay, hell yeah.
But yeah, I listen to a ton of different stuff. I love jazz. I love classical music. I find myself listening to that all the time.
Hell yeah.
I hate to listen to just one kind of genre because then I'm like,
It just
Let
depends on
me-
the day, right? It
Yeah,
depends on
yeah, it really
the
does.
mind and the mindset.
yeah.
and, you
Some
know
days I
what
wake up, I'm like jamming to some Rick Ross on the way
Yeah,
to work. I'm
yeah.
like, let's get it. You know what I mean? The other days I got some Let It Be by John Lennon. Just like I'm like,
I mean? Then your girlfriend makes you mad, and it's like Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
it goes
yeah,
back
yeah.
and forth.
Rage Against the Machine is actually one of my. I love them too.
There
They're
you
one
go.
of my favorites.
Hell
So.
yeah. And so where's the best place to find you, man? We talked about Instagram,
Yeah,
YouTube channel.
Instagram, Facebook, YouTube channel. It's gonna be all under Ammon Ross.
Ammon Ross.
So you give that name a go. You should be able to find me on all your local platforms.
Awesome.
We just did a video. I don't know if you saw that. To the song Mayhem on my EP. Shout out to Ian Tate. He produced the whole video, and it's a lyric video on the YouTube we posted about a week ago.
Nice. Hell yeah.
So everybody check that
Yeah,
out.
give that some shout out right there.
Yeah,
bro.
it's awesome. Ian's a super talented video director and editor. Super excited to have him on board to do a ton of visuals for the band and stuff like that. So we're really excited for all that stuff.
Making something come from nothing makes me think about before I came to be. Was there just empty space? I feel I've been around for quite some time. I see it now, or was this all just something that could have been fake? I always feel the need to find a way that's never been. Another dreamer who refused to sell his mind. The thrill of prizes for your eyes will always have to end. But when we die and come alive, what will you find? The only thing you know for sure is yourself. Don't be fooled by anything else. Take the time to make sure that it's real. Knowing you know, yeah, it's something you can feel, something you can feel, something you can feel.
Well, let's hit a little bonus round, man. Couple quick questions for you, man. Couple fun things. Favorite venue you've played?
Favorite venue I've played. Man, well, we haven't done too many shows with the band yet, so I'm sure there's gonna be a lot more venues to come. But man, I the venue doesn't even really matter to me, honestly. It's like
Yeah.
the show,
Hell yeah.
the energy that we had. We did this outside show at the Santan Mall one time. They set up this big stage, and it was outside. It was a beautiful night. And I don't know, the energy was right, and I love playing outside. So
Yes.
like any venue that's outside, which there's not many of them really.
Right.
Hoping to make it to the Red Rocks. That would be a
Yes.
dream right there.
Good
I
dream.
love that venue. Right?
Yeah.
But,
So, what's your favorite dessert?
ooh, probably like I know. You ever had those Lucas popsicles?
Oh,
I'm into that Mexican candy, that chili, that spicy stuff.
No, not me. Not me.
I know people either love it or
You
hate
either
it.
love it or
Yeah,
you
yeah.
hate it. I share an office with a girl, and she will eat that all day.
Oh
Me, I'm
yeah,
like,
that spicy sweet candy.
Don't bring
Yeah.
that near me.
Or I'll get some. I'll chop up some cucumbers and put some chili lime salt on
There you
that.
go, there you
Yeah. Man, suck that bitch up.
Freaking. Well, what are you listening to right now?
Man, right now, so many options out there. What have we been listening to?
What's on the Spotify playlist in the car on the way over here? What are you jamming?
Revolution.
Okay.
Lately, they just dropped a new album.
Yep.
Loving Revolution.
Boom.
That new album is awesome. Man, a lot of
I saw them at Marquee Theater with Soja at one time, and that was some
Really?
of the craziest. You
Yeah.
barely see the stage; it was so foggy, but
Yeah.
it was
a lot of smoke up in the air.
yeah,
I'm sure.
beautiful.
Yeah, we were at
Beautiful.
the Pot of Gold, was it? Yeah, they were
Yeah.
just here. Saw
Yep.
Pepper, and I saw the Dirty Heads. They're really cool. But yeah, I've been listening to a lot of reggae lately. I've been on a reggae binge lately. As you
Awesome.
kind of heard in that last song, I wrote it a couple weeks ago. I feel like that's been kind of my influence lately.
Nice.
Of course, the Bob Marley. I've been digging into a lot of his older stuff that's not very popular. That's been super cool to listen to.
Nice.
But yeah, that's all I can think of right now.
I like that. What
Yeah.
favorite TV show or movie?
Ooh. Rick and Morty, obviously. Season 3 just dropped
Yeah.
on Hulu. I've been binge watching that a little bit.
So I'm a big Bob's Burgers fan.
You big Bob's Burgers fan?
And I'm told that I should be able to transition to Rick and Morty, but I feel like they're very
Yeah.
different shows.
They are.
Though they're both cartoons,
They are different, man. Bob's Burgers, gotta love that show. It's more of a goofy, like
MVP.
silly, like comedy, but Rick and Morty, like it's funny, but like
It gets
it's
deep.
yeah, dude, it hits me on so many different levels. I'm just like, jeez, man, like I don't even know. The writers of that are genius, man. But you've never seen any of those?
I've seen a little bit passing, but
Yeah.
I think by the time I'm putting on TV, you know what I mean. If I'm not watching like Westworld, it's like
yeah,
something.
I've heard
I
of
need something silly.
yeah, dude. No,
But Westworld will blow your skull.
Yeah?
yeah,
I've heard-
I'm a little behind. I'm midway through season 2, but
Mhm.
it's I got a buddy, Richard Ripley. He stays on me about
Yeah,
that
yeah.
show. So
What about Portlandia? You ever seen that?
I come from the Northwest, so that hits a little close to
Yeah,
home.
it's a
actually.
whole
Yeah,
close.
it's a good one, man.
Yeah,
Freaking-
they got a super awesome show. I love that. I
Hell
love
yeah.
that show. That's a good one.
Very good. Well, Ammon Ross, wherever you get your music, make sure to look him up. Make sure to send him a shout out if you're listening. You're jamming to the tunes. That Proud to Present playlist on Spotify. We give up 3 songs from each one of our artists. Ammon's got some good stuff on there, man, and it sounds like a lot of
Appreciate
good
it.
stuff to come. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, man.
So
I'm excited.
as the band forms, if we get a band name on there, we'll go ahead and give everybody a shout out. But thanks to all you guys for coming and hanging. And
yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart, man.
hey, man, new artist, man.
This is the
it's
man. This is the man right here. He's putting all the artists on the map. We really
well,
appreciate you,
I
man.
just it's a good platform, and you were very easy to put on, man. You're freaking
Cool.
very talented and got a lot of good stuff to come.
I
So,
appreciate that, man.
as we say every week, do something to make the world better.
Yes.
Man, there's so much BS, so much crap, but man, if you just change your life and your focus and your paradigm shifts to being positive, it is crazy. Someone will
Yeah.
see that and want that same change. They
Yeah.
will want to be that, and they will follow.
Yes.
Love somebody, give them a hug, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.